Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome. This is the Dynamic Harps Virtual Ensemble session, and we are on the 5th of October 2021, so it's our October live session. And tonight, I'm really excited. In a minute, we're going to start talking about what our next collaboration video would be. I'm never sure. When we do one, I'm always like, not sure if we're going to do another one. We'll see. So we're doing another one. This is going to be it. And it's a Christmas one. And the idea is that we will all submit. The deadline's going to be, let me just double check before I say this out loud because I know you'll hold me to it firmly. Okay, let me just double check. It's going to be the 5th of December, midnight your time zone. The 5th of December is going to be the submission date. And I will release the music, before, the actual music as it's going to be before our next live session. So the next live session that we do in November is when you'll get everything exactly as we're going to be doing it. And then the release date, I think I've set for the 21st of December, and the idea being that you can then send it out like we did last time as a sort of Christmas festive greeting to friends and things, friends and family near and far. So levers, Valentina trying to get in. I think Valentina is now in. Can you say the levers again? Jilly, if you're E flat tuning, put everything down. If you're A flat tuning, put just the D up, okay? I believe you're on a folk harp. If I'm wrong about that, Jilly, message me again. Okay, fantastic. So let's do this. So we're in E flat. We normally start in C. You're all thinking, but Shelley, what about our bells warm up? I know. Well, okay, we are going to do an E flat scale instead of a C scale, okay, tonight. So what I would like you to do is, ordinarily we do an octave, don't we? And then we do a scale. Yeah? Okay. Well, tonight instead we are going to forget the octave, okay? We're going to do a descending scale, okay? So you're on your E. Somebody's unmuted. Let me just mute everyone. Oh, just a quick reminder. Remember, if you are on a like a tablet or a phone, if you touch the phone or the tablet, sometimes it makes you unmute even when you don't realize you're going to. So just if you can, be mindful of that. Okay, so we've got thumb on the E flat, and we've got 2 on D, 3 on C, and 4 on B flat. A heads up, I'm sure I'm going to drop saying flats tonight. I will try not to, but remember, if I say E, B, or A tonight, I mean a flat. Okay, so we've got thumb on the E, and then 2 on the D, 3 on the C, and 4 on the B flat. There we are, I did it straight away. Then we're going to carry on down the harp. We're going to do our scale like that, okay? But no octave this time. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, just the right hand to start with, okay? Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm going to do that one more time. For those of you that are more advanced, remember that I always sort of think it's really great when we're doing something simple for us to really zone in. How are you sitting? Are your shoulders relaxed? Are you using the minimal effort for the greatest reward? Think about everyone new now. Think about all our muscles. Are we relaxed in our shoulders? Are we rolling them in? I hope not. Let's try and make everything smooth and even. So just really kind of go into your sort of really mindful playing on your technique if this is very easy for you. If the turns are still awkward for you, think about that drawing a rainbow, yeah? So with your thumb, when you get to the 4th finger, think of the thumb drawing a rainbow movement over the top, so you get a really big gap between thumb and 4, and that always makes the turn easier. And then watch for bunny ears. Okay, I know I try not to talk about technique too much in these sessions, so let's go again. We're going to go again down that down scale, that descending scale from E flat to E flat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and marvelous. Okay, now if you'd like to, could you just put an octave E flat in the bass, or a single E on the first one? That's all I'm going to ask you to do for now. Okay, so just an octave on the first one. Do it again. If that feels too much, you don't need to. Single note or nothing at all is fine. Same thing again. We'll do it as a loop this time though. We're going to go round and round. So we're going to come down, then we'll do it again. Just like we've been doing with the bells in C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... Now we're going to repeat. So go back up to the top one. Join it if you can. And then you're going to go again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... You can really think about your thumb taking a bow while you're doing this, your fingers coming in, and we'll do one last one. Join it up if you can. Join up there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and brilliant. Okay, dum da da da. Let's just take that slightly faster now. I'd like to go dee da dum dum dee da dum dum. Trick, a cheat, not a cheat, a brilliant hack. If that's too fast for you, split it. Get your left hand out, and try this just for fun if you want to. But get the right hand to do the top 4 notes, and then the left to take over. So then you can go much easier, okay? If the right does 4 notes and the left does 4 notes, okay? So if it's too fast for you to do the turn, split it, okay? Here we go then. So we're going to be this time going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So split it if it's too much, and if that's still too much, just do the octave and wait, and then octave. Here we go then. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Join up if you can. Thumb to 4. Brilliant. Lovely. Okay, now I hope that felt okay. If it didn't, remember that there is that hack there that you can go to. Now we're going to change this slightly. This time we're going to do exactly the same thing. We've just been going down that scale. But this time I'd like you to do this rhythm. We're going to go. Okay, so it's exactly the same scale. Dum, dee, ta, tum. Merry Christmas, everyone. Do you recognise it? Some of you will recognise that straight away. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be going 1 and a dum, tea tum. I haven't thought about how we're going to count that yet. Okay, so let's try. Let's just try that. Again, if it's tricky for you to do with one hand, what do? You do right, 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 left, 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 and repeat. Right, 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 right. Okay, and if that's easy for you, put in the octave. Just on beat 1 for now, please. Yeah. Okay, we're in E flat. I think somebody's just arrived in. We're in E flat, okay, and we're doing the descending scale, and we're doing the first bit of Joy to the World, which I didn't say yet, but there you go. I'm sure you all guessed that. And if you didn't, there we are. That's what it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to loop it, okay? So we're going to go again now. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I just want to check in that everyone's okay with that rhythm. Is everyone happy at the moment so far? Can you give me a great big, in the middle of the screen, thumbs up so it's truly obvious so that I don't have to wonder? Okay, it looks like everyone's okay. If it isn't, give me a big thumbs down. Go, sad face or something, because I'm looking through 3 screens. Okay, fine, good. That looks like that's okay. Okay, so... right, let's now make this into a pretty sounding warm-up, just like we do with what we've been doing before. We're going to try doing, have a listen actually, we're going to try doing, I'm putting this into my looper. We're going to do the E flat one, then we're going to do a G1. I'll explain how in a minute. Then we can go up to maybe the top E. It's slightly clashy, but I'm going to put the G1 in. Again, also I'm going to put the B flat one in. If this sounds clashy. So I'm going to leave it up to you in a minute, which you choose, okay? But we're going to go through those as a cycle, so you can pick, okay? So if you're a novice, if you're a complete beginner and you've had 1 harp lesson, congratulations for coming here. This is what you should do. If you should just be brave and go everywhere, okay? But if you're a complete novice, you can just be going E flat, I'm proud, I've done my note, and again E flat. Okay, so that's the simplest version. Okay, now then if you are a little bit more fledgling, then you can split it, and you can just stay on the E flat one. Both hands, okay? And you just go round and round on the E flat one. If you are more advanced, you can start with the E flat one. I would like that best. And then reach up your thumb to the 10th above onto the G and do a scale on the G, okay? And then you could reach up to the B flat and do the B flat one. And then it's a huge stretch. You might even have to hop up to the top E flat. So we're outlining with that, with our thumbs, we're outlining the root position E flat chord. We started on an E flat down scale, then a G down scale, a B flat down scale, and then E flat down scale. Okay, so that gives you an exercise in itself. If you want to double, then you can. It starts making the placing a bit more interesting. You might have to jump. Okay, so you can make the left do it too. If you are feeling really like, well, Shelley, that's still a piece of cake, then you can, in the right hand, do all of them. If you want to, okay? So there's all these options, okay? Do something that's good for you. Let's see if we can make a really nice, busy sound with this. Okay, so Let's get it going. So I just want to think about the speed I want this to be. I think it's a bit slower than that I want it to be done. Yeah, sorry. Okay, we're going to be going T-tum, 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 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go for it. Are you ready then? So you all know what you're doing. Is everyone happy? Yep, okay. Oh, I love Christmas. I already feel Christmassy now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Scale. 4 and 1, 2, 3. You can stay on the E flat if you want. Or you can move to the G whenever you're ready. And. You might move to B flat. You might stay on the G. You might stay on the E flat. That's fine. I'm going to put the B in, which clashes. And I was late. And then the top one, if you want to. Okay, if you want to do something more interesting in your left, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is E flat, E flat, E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a minim, crotchet, crotchet, minim, crotchet, crotchet, or half note, quarter note, quarter note, half note, quarter note, quarter note. Keep going. 2, 3, 4. I'd love to welcome here Amber, Barbara, Betsy, Carol, Clarissa, Dana, Dawn, Debbie, Diana, Dillis, Demetria, Ethna, Ellie, Felicity, Fiona, Jill, Glenda, Heather, Helen, Melissa, Isabella, Iris, Giacomi, I need to get that right, sorry, Jane, Janet, Jean again, Jenny, Jessica, Jilly, June, Kath, Kimberly, Laurie, Linda, Lorraine, Marianne, Mary, Melissa, Mike, Rosie, Pamela, Patty, Rebecca, Sally, Sandy, Sharon, Susan, and Valentina. Please keep going with that loop. I'm just going to do something extra now. So keep going. So 3 and 4. Again, or you can listen if you prefer. So okay, we're going to come to a stop. So one more time and 4. Last one. 1 and 2. And let's do a kerfuffle when we get to the end because we love a kerfuffle. Kerfuffle. And E flat. Okay, brilliant. Bravo. Okay, so we've warmed up, guys, but probably mostly on your right hand. Hopefully some of you did some scales in your left. So you could just do that for a moment, just to make sure your left's awake as well. So the idea with this collaboration this time is we're going to try and we're going to layer up some Christmas carols, okay? So we're going to have the very foundation, and we're all going to do this now, is going to be a drone. Okay, so you can just do an E flat. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So novices, you can just do single note, E flat, E flat, E flat. So just try that rhythm with me, everyone. If you're more advanced, you can do an octave. You might want, if you're on an electric harp like me, open hand. If you're on an ordinary harp, do it with a closed hand, ordinary position. You might do a fifth, 1, 5, 8. So that's E flat, B flat, E flat. You could split between the 2 hands and do E flat, B flat, and both. Okay? So you can do that as a rhythm, okay? So let's just get that that going. You choose now which one of you. And so, if you have friends who play the harp and they've seen you in your collaborations, they've gone, oh, wow, you do that. That's fantastic. You can say to them, well, look, honestly, you can come and do this, and you will be in the video. Okay, so that is like the foundation of this. So let's try everybody together one more time. Dum, dum, dum. I'm going to do it a bit faster now. Don't worry, we probably won't do it this fast. She says probably. Okay, so we're going to now go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Just do that rhythm for me on whichever notes feel good. I'm doing open fifths in both hands, E flat, B flat. I'm going to put it into my looper. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where we can put all the tunes underneath. So we can have dum 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 ba dum 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 da da dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum dum ba dum bum bum ba da dum da dum dum. Sounds sweet, doesn't it? Okay, so that's going to be the drone that goes underneath, and I've just played you a little bit of Ilene. I'm sure I'm going to say that incorrectly. What I'd like to do now is, I said I'd do this bit by ear. We're going to have a little tiny look at that beginning of Ilene. But what you've also heard briefly now, just so you get a picture, we did the Joy to the World bits that can go underneath all of this. You also heard me briefly muddle in Dance of the Bells, which is... So that's the Christmas tune I wrote last year. You also heard me play... a little bit of Ode to Joy, just because, you know, it's Christmas. It's I know it's not a Christmas tune, but the Ode to Joy, I love Beethoven. It's my secret, my big, well, it's not a big secret, but it's my most favourite composer. It just gives me goosebumps. And you heard, oh, you haven't heard the last thing. Okay, well, let's do some other learning first. We'll come back. There's a very silly thing I also want to show you. Right, okay, so let's do Ilene, a little tiny bit of this by ear, but you have got the music there, okay? So if you prefer, you can use the music. For those of you who are more advanced, you've got the lead sheet here. When we do the actual collaboration, I will be asking you to stick to what I've written, particularly this time, because the way we're going to layer it, we're going to need to be a little bit more careful on harmony than we've been before. But there is going to be a bit where you can improv if you want to as well. But again, there's going to be lots of different levels, so you just pick what's good for you. So you pick what's not going to give you stress, what's going to give you joy. Okay, so for this first one, I will share the screen actually, just in case, because there's somebody without the music who wishes they had it. Okay, so I will bring it this way. Okay, so hopefully you can now see my computer screen. And we're just going to start, we're just going to learn this very first bit. If you get the placing as it's written here, you might prefer something else, but it does lie, I find, very easily. So some of you may think, I don't want to finish on my second finger, and I don't like repeat. I've been told not to repeat the fingering on two notes. I don't mind what you do, okay? Just scribble out what I've written and do what's right for you. But if you might like to try it. If you put your finger 3 on a B flat, 2 on an E flat, and thumb on a G, then this whole first section, you don't have to move a finger. You have to follow the direction rules, don't you? But you don't have to move which note the finger 3 or the 2 or the 1 plays on. More advanced players, what I was going to say was, you know, if you want to challenge yourself tonight, it's quite fun. You can do it with an Alberti bass just for fun if you want to. I don't like it there, but I love the Alberti bass later on. I think I'd do something like that. So you can, those of you who are more advanced, please play around with doing something which goes dum dee da dee dum dee da in whichever guise you like. Okay, so we can do 3 2 2 1 2 3 2 2. So it's tea 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 coffee tea tea cream. I will do that slightly slower. Try it with me. 1 2 3 4. Tea 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 coffee tea tea cream. Okay. If you're going to put the bass in, this should be written an octave lower. Excuse that, it's because I changed the key for this and then I didn't change the octave. Okay, so if you want to, you can put that rhythm that we did a minute ago, that 1 2 3 4 dum da dum da da dum da dum straight in, or you can put the single notes in, dum da dum dee da dum da dum, or you can do dum da dum, double the octaves, or like I said, you know, if you want to do an Alberti style bass, for those of you who are up on that, then you're welcome. So let's just try that first phrase one more time. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and again. I'm going to do it 4 times, so just join in when you're ready. Here it comes again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. One more time. 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. One more time slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Hopefully you've all got that now. Okay. So it's outlining a chord shape for those of you who have done Flourishing Harpist. It's on a second inversion, isn't it? So it's just one of your go-to 12 shapes. Okay, right. Then we move to bar 3. Please try it this way and change it if you want to. 4th finger on the E. So you're going to go up and down the hill, and you've got T, 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 coffee, T, T. Just do that a bit slower. We've got T, 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 coffee, T, T. If you're noodling, you know, you can do your Alberti stuff, kind of stuff, or patterns, whatever you want, or you can carry on with that, whichever you like. Let's just try that. E, F, G, A, G, F, E. Okay? T, 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 coffee, T, T. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 coffee, T, T. One more time for luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 coffee, T, T. And one more time for luck again. 3rd time lucky, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum, da, dum, dee, da, dum, da. Brilliant. Okay. Now you have this lovely placing here, 4 to 1. As I say, you might change the fingering. The brackets have gone AWOL. It's all because I changed the key and then didn't fix some things, I realised. If you do 4 on the E flat and thumb on the F, look, watch out for bunny ears. I know I try not to talk about technique, but I can't resist it tonight. Sorry, for some reason. So just watch out for those bunny ears. Don't start flailing. Keep them tucked in. And you're going to go 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3. So let's try doing, let's go 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. Just join in with me. I'm going to keep looping. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So this is E, F, D, B flat, E flat, F, D, B flat, E. Right, brilliant. Let's put the whole thing together, okay? So right from the beginning. I hope you're all with me. I know some of you will be finding this easy. Just really work the left hand. You know, there's so much you could do. I just went up the arpeggio. It sounded nice doing that. So, you know, if you did it, you know, you could really make something very beautiful on the left. So, okay, but stripping it back again, let's go from the beginning and do those first 4 bars. So back to B flat, E flat, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4th finger. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and brilliant. Okay then, let's do it one more time. Ignore the bass line, the single note one really, because we're doing the drone at the moment. But you can play it either way. You probably want to bring the right hand up an octave, yada yada. Okay, here we go. So one more time from the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 brilliant. Now we love repeats. It's Kate in tonight. I don't know whether you are. I always say it's Kate. Oh, look at what's this? And she says it's a repeat. Okay, so look, the next bit, bar 5. Da dum dum da da dum dum dum. It's the same. It's the same notes we did at the very beginning. Isn't that wonderful? So we can already do that bit. So let's hop along and look at the next bit. Dum da dum da da da. Look, it's nearly the same. It's the scale going up. You've just got to, when you get to 3, do a bit of knitting. You've got to go up to B flat and down to E. So that's 4 on the E, 3 on the F, 2 on the G, and then you've got A flat, G, F, B flat, E flat. So let's just try those 2 bars. This is now bar 7. For those of you by ear, if you put all 4 fingers on E, F, G, A, you've got the first bit, and then you've just got to outline an open 5th for the E flat chord. Okay, let's try it. 1, so T, 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 coffee, T, T, cream on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's do that one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. I played a C instead of a B. Let's do it one more time so I can play the right notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and Yes. Okay, brilliant. So let's do the whole of this first section, and then I want you guys to try playing some of the different lines that can entwine. Okay, just to experience this tonight. So let's go back to the very beginning. Just to recap then, you can double, you can do single notes, but we're actually sticking to E. We'll stick to E flat for now because the first presentation of this is going to be on a drone. And a drone is just, I'm sure you all know, and if you don't worry, but a drone is just when we get this continuous repeated note, so we're actually getting an open fifth drone. But you can do the E flat, B flat, E flat, and the rhythm I'm after is 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's like or it would be cream, T, T, cream, T, T. Okay, and you can do that single note or whatever you like. Or you can just do the Alberti bass for your own amusement tonight. Those of you more advanced. Here we go for the whole of that first 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 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 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... Did you survive that? Let me just double check. Was that... How did anybody play some of the notes? Yes, did anybody play all the notes? Did anybody play extra notes? Amazing. Okay, brilliant. Bravo. Okay, no, some of you maybe a little bit. Okay, so that is one of the lines. So I'd like now just to try going over adding in a few of the extra ones again. So we talked about doing a dum dum da dum ti tum tum tum, haven't we? We talked about doing the E flat scale. We talked about doing the G flat scale. We've talked about doing a B flat scale, which does clash. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put this in the final one yet, but I quite like it. As you know, I like a crunch, but you do get the tritone. Then there's the top octave as well. You can do a tum 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 tum, or you can do the tune. Okay, I don't mind which you choose. There's somebody new coming in, Janice. So just keep an eye, everybody. This is not a Zoom bomber. Okay, so let's. I will put in, I think, to my looper. Let's do the scale. I'll put the scales in first, I think. Yes, I'll put the scales in first. So you might want to play all these different lines and then experience jumping between them again. I'm just trying to think. We don't want it too slow or too fast. So dun, 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 that would give us. That's quite slow. But we probably need to keep it slow tonight. Okay. Let's keep it slow tonight. Okay. We're gonna go 1 and 2 and 1 dum. We're gonna do the speed. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, so that's the speed we're going to go for tonight. So let's do this. As I say, you can pick any of these different ideas you like. And hopefully, even if you have no idea what I mean right now, in a minute it will make sense. Here we go. I'm going to do 8 scales before I go into Il Ene, so that I've done a full 8 loop that will fit with the whole of this second cue. So you can do what you like with me, or you can listen and think, what does she mean, to start with. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just staying on the E flat for a moment. I'm going to do 4 of these. This is my 3rd one. This is my 4th one. For loopers, I'm about to click my looper and go to the G one. And again on G. Go for the scrunchy B flat. Oh no, I'm not meant to be on the G still. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to add in another G here. I forgot to count. Okay, now to the B flat then. And I'm going to do 4 of these. I'm going to add in the missing G one now. Last one. Now I'm going to go up to the top E flat for the scale. Add in the bass line next that we talked about. I'm going to do it double-handed in a minute. You can be doing anything you like in either hand at the moment. Okay, now I'm going to go I think that's double time. Never mind, I'm going to stick with it. Accenting the first beat. Okay, brilliant. Now I'm going to add in the il and which you might be doing already. Okay, so here we go. So try whatever you like now. You might be doing the drone, but just doing a single note. E flat, E flat. You might be doing scales in both hands. You might be doing the tune. Tum da dum dee da tum 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 dee da dum da da dee da tum tum dum dum dee da tum dum tum tum da dum da da dum dum dum. Okay, now I've stopped the recording. Sorry, guys. So I said a minute ago we're not going to do it too fast tonight, and then what did I do? I know. So this time, so that I can't do that again, we're going to just do the tune first. Just we're doing one more hit on this. So we're going to go tum 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 dee da tum tum tum. Better? Okay, so you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's just do that. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2 and 3 and 4 and tum 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 tum. I'm putting in the bass line this time. So I did the E flats. So then we dum da da dum. It's quite slow. Da dum da dum. Okay. I've now messed that up quite badly, I think, so I'm going to stop the loop again. You get the idea then, so I'm just stop that because it was a bit fuzzy. So you get the idea that you can do these scales, we can do the, in different versions, we can do this il and a. Now I'd like to, if we've got time, we've got to, okay, now I'd like to take you over, if it's okay, to the other piece. I know there's another half of il and a, which is the but we're not going to look at that tonight. But I'd like to take you into the other piece. So if you want to bring up Dance to the Bells, please. I know I asked you all to print out the lead sheet, so you only need the lead sheet, but you are welcome to look at the full version too. If you're going to read from the full version, I haven't put the introduction onto the lead sheet, so you just need to be probably have both in front of you so you can keep with us. The melody begins at bar 9 on the full version, okay? And the melody begins at bar 9 on the lap harp version as well. But you might prefer to noodle around and fill up your notes tonight on Dance of the Bells, just from the lead sheet. Just for simplicity, it's entirely up to you. So you might recognise, those of you who did the collaboration video last year, you might recognise this. You might recognise... You might recognise the chorus, the chorus, but we're going to look at the beginning, which is the "Can you feel the sparkle in the air tonight?" Okay, we're going to look at that bit. So I'll bring up the screen share. I think actually there's a couple of people in the waiting room. Let me just bring them in. Okay, fantastic. So is everyone okay? Can I just double check? I haven't seen your faces for a few moments. Are you okay? Yes. Okay. You're not falling asleep, are you? No. Okay, fine, okay, good, brilliant. I was playing the tune at half speed and it sounded very nice. Yes, Debbie. Now, Debbie was, when I played it fast, I was thinking in my head, you can play this. The reason I did it so fast was because you can put it in either way. It's really, it works in so many different ways. And do you know how many Christmas carols you can fit on that? It just amazed me. Anyway, I'm only going to do a few. I'm not going to do loads. So, coming back to this melody, let's bring up the screen share. And this is Dance to the Bells. For any of you, I know loads of you are on Patreon, thank you. This was actually our Christmas tune last year. Your Christmas tune for Patreon this year is going to be a swing time tune, so I hope that's okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to show you a bit, the bass line to some of it tonight, because we're going to use that at the end of the session. Okay, so... has lots of eighth notes, so lots of quavers in it, so lots of coffee, and there's one dot, so just beware in bar 3. There's the word one with lights underneath it, that one there. You've got a dotted crotchet, so you've got a dotted quarter note to watch out for there. So on that counting, you're playing on 3 and 4 and. Okay, so when we get there, that's probably the only thing to particularly watch out for. So yeah, I think we'll just jump straight in at the beginning. And could you put, for this, 4th finger on? There was no fingering marked on this copy. I think there might be on some of the others. Let's have a look. No, I didn't do it on any. Okay, so we're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2 for that first bit, which is B flat, E flat, F, G, G, then E flat, coffee, coffee, tea, tea. Can you feel the sparkle? And you can put an E flat underneath for now, okay? So would you like to give that a go? Should we try that bit together? We'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Brilliant, okay. We'll do that 3 more times. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to go again, please. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 last time. Get it ready and we'll go now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, then if you reach your thumb up to the A, you can do a scale coming down. In the air tonight. Now with that night, with the F there, you can choose to put it on thumb, which is kind of a normal way of doing it, or you can use 3, which is my lazy way of doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Just means you don't have to move. It depends how you are playing 3 on its own. Okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Let's try that. If you're a fancy player, I'm not sure what to suggest you do for this at the moment. In a minute, I'm going to show you how you can add it swing time and add this bass line. Okay, so you can do loads with this, so maybe just bear with me for a minute. Okay, so we're going to go A, G, F, E, F. One more time together. So that was bar 2. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Brilliant. Let's put that first two bars together now. So starting on that B flat. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Reach up to the thumb on the A, coming down the scale and finishing on the F. Okay? I've put in more notes on the left, but you can do whatever you like, that's fine. Okay, then it kind of does the same thing again, but you've got to reach down to a G. Sorry about the ledger line. Da, da, dee, da, dum. And you have to turn somewhere. I shall leave that to your choice, where you'd like to turn. I recommend you do the turn somewhere either after the E or after the F. So you're either going to go 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, or you might go 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Choose whichever you feel good with. They're both great, I think, so whichever you feel happier with, okay? Let's just do that. Da, dee, dum, da, da. Okay, so we'll do that bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and again, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Just give the notes one more time. G, B flat, E flat, F, G. Okay, 3 and 4 again. Da, dee, da, dum. Then you've got that dot, so you've got to think 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So this G at the end of bar 3 belongs to the next bar. I'm sure many of you have heard me talk about this, but the upbeat is we always talk about beat 1 being the most important thing, don't we? But actually often the upbeat is the most important thing. The upbeat's telling you that the downbeat's about to happen. So that one definitely belongs to this little motif. So you got da dee da dum da dum. Now you might try. I'm going to try going 2 2 3 4 1 2, but that's slightly controversial. You might do 1 2 3 1 2, and that's fine as well. Okay. So let's go on the and of 4 of bar 3. 3 and 4. G G F E C E flat. Again. So it's G G F E flat C E flat. Let's try that again. Add upbeat into bar 4, starting on the G. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 time for luck. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's go from the beginning of bar 3. We're going to go. We're going to do that whole bit there, hopefully without me buzzing in the left. Okay, so we're already on that lowest G. 3, 1 and 2. Okay, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Brilliant. Okay, so let's go back and do the first 4 bars. Okay, so this is going back to yada dum dee da dum dee da da da. I'm just doing octaves on the left. I am following the chords at the moment. Okay, I added an extra note in. I'm sorry, I'll try not to do that this time. Okay, I'll play it one more time without my extra note, and then we'll do it together. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's do it together. We'll do it slightly slower than that. Let's say 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Some of the A, scale down. Finishing on the F here. Go down to that G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Top C. Yeah? Are you all okay? Is everyone alright-ish? Yeah, okay, brilliant. I mean, remembering this is the first playthrough, we're going to have more classes on this. Okay, so bar 5, we're going back to the G again. So can you see it's actually, if you look at bar 3 and bar 5, that's the first bit's the same. It's just dropping down for friendship. May our love and friendship. It's dropping down there, okay? So it's very similar to bar 3. You just got to drop down. Probably 1, 2 is going to see you well there on fingering wise. So let's do that. We're going to go May our love and friendship. 4, 3, 2. You're going to turn again. Choose where to turn, just like you did above. On that one, it makes more sense, I think, to turn after going 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, because then you're rocking back onto 2, and it's kind of possibly easier. On my brain, it would feel easier. Let's go for bar 5 then. 3 and 4 and. G, B flat, F, G, then E flat. Brilliant. Okay then, let's do that one more time for luck. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Brilliant. Then you need to hop to go da da dum ba da dum. Okay, so we're going to go A flat, G, F, C, B flat, yada dum ba da. Okay. With that one I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so let's just try that bit. You ready together? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, but one more time, just that bit. I know I'm missing the last bit. It's because it belongs to the next bar, really. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Brilliant. Now, for those of you who did the collaboration last year, the last bit. Da da dee da dum dum da 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 dum probably seems very familiar because we did that bit before. But you've got C D E or E flat da da dee dum dum dum. This bar 7 bit drops down in fourths. If you've ever learned Pachelbel's canon, it drops down in the pattern of the bass line, actually, doesn't it? Of the canon. So you go E flat, B flat, C, G. Okay, let's just do that bit together. Let's go da da dee dum da dum. If you're, I'm nervous that the really fast players might be a bit bored now. If you are, just work on see what left hands sound nice. Have a little play around. Okay, so going into bar 7, so we're going to go C D da dum dee dum. Okay, so I'm starting on beat 4 this time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again, starting on that beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I can see a message has just come in. I will look in a moment. And 4 and one more time because we talked. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Brilliant. Last thing then, we're going to go to the B flat and then I'll check that message. We're going to go da da dum dee da. It's a scale, look. Then it's a coffee, tea, tea, and then you just come back down again. Okay? So I will check in just one sec, just this last part. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted that too fast, sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Listen one more time. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, brilliant. So let's just... I must check that message. Sorry, I can't see the message in case one's stuck. Okay, then we'll try the whole thing. Dana has to go. Sorry, Dana. If you've already gone, I missed you, but thank you for coming. And Mary, you said you had to go at 9, so yeah, no problem. Okay, fantastic. So let's go back and do the whole thing, and then we will pick it up a bit. So there is, then the tune has, by the way, sorry, it has the bells are ringing bit. Bells are ringing, dancing this Christmas. Bells are ringing brightly. So you've heard that before, some of you, and if you haven't, we'll go over it next time. And then there's a middle bit that's in the minor. Or maybe the beginning, in fact, whichever way you want to do it, really. I don't mind. Okay, so that's what the rest of the tune does. But for now, let's go back and try the beginning of the piece, so the verse. And we're going to go from Can You Feel the Sparkle? Sorry about the cheesy words, by the way. I had to write words because of the immersion I did last year, so that we could talk about accenting and words and meaning and things, so they're very cheesy. But yeah, I've never tried to write lyrics before, not much anyway. Okay. It's definitely not my forte. Right, going for the beginning then. Do you remember it? I hope so. Does everyone remember it a bit? Yes? Good. Okay, let's do this then. Thank you. Okay, let's do this. And remember, if you're a novice, we've talked about this E flat all the way through. The first time that we have everything come up in the collaboration video, it's going to have a drone underneath. So if you get completely lost, watch. Which note can we play, guys? Just shouted at me. I know you can't. I can't hear you, but yes, E flat. I saw some of you do that. Thank you, Kimberly, in particular. You were going E flat. So you can just come back and play the E flat. And if you're feeling really clever, you can do that. Do you remember we did that drone with the So you don't need to be lost. So we're going to do these 8 bars. We'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 at that tempo. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm going to pause because you might be lost. Next bar, get that ready with the G flat, and we're going to start on bar 3. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And I'm going to pause again, get the G flat ready, bar 5. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm going to pause for bar 7, get the E and the E flat and B flat ready. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, let's now put it together without me pausing, so please don't feel sad if you get lost. Try the drone instead. So we're going to go dum, da, da, da. I'll do the whole thing with the drone myself, okay? So here we go. 1 and 2, hang on, 1, okay, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, I'm going to come off screen share and see how everyone's getting on. How are you doing, folks? Yeah? Is it okay? Oh, I've got lots of thumbs up. Okay, is anyone feeling really, really sorrowful right now? If you are, you don't need to, because you can do this. And you, for once, I'm giving you like ages to look at this, okay? You've got quite a lot of time to look at this, so you don't need to stress about it too much. Somebody's unmuted. Did you want to ask me something? No, okay. Jean says you have to go. Lovely session. See you next time. Okay. No problem. Bye bye. Okay. So, for those of you here, we're actually going to take a break in a moment. But let me just go over this one more time, and then we'll take a little 5-minute break. Okay. So we've now done. We now know that we can do our joy to the world. As a little kind of backdrop, if you like. We also know that we can fit in a and we also know we can do the whole lot with the drone. And now we know that we can go. As you can tell, I've not decided on a tempo at all yet, but I will decide on one, and it won't be horribly fast. Probably, maybe. No, it won't be. Okay, and so that we now know that those three things together. And you've also heard me play. I haven't written this out yet, so I'm doing by ear. Or Beethoven, I know, would be turning in his grave because I'm doing this all with a drone. But that's it will fit with all these things. So that's giving us 3 carols layering up with that underneath. So that's where we've got to so far. What I'm going to show you after the break, that we oh sorry, someone's unmuted. I will speak in a second to you. But we can add. We're going to add a kind of a swing time feel to this as well, because I think the final presentation we will do, like, you know how when we do the credits at the end, this is what I got in my head, when we have the credits rolling at the very end of our immersion, of our collaboration videos, all your names come up and then we usually replay the music. Well, I just think we're going to do a cheeky swung version of the whole thing. I will get you guys to just record the bass line and I'll record the other parts, unless someone's really like dying to have a go as well, in which case you're welcome to, and I'll work out a way. But that's the plan. So that's what I'm going to show you in a minute after we've had a break. Somebody unmuted. Who wanted to speak to me? Hello. Or was it an accidental unmute? Oh, I'm waiting. No. Drum roll. I'm excited. It might have been something really amazing. Dilly says, I think this is such a lovely tune and just need some time to look at it to figure out the best thing that suits you. Absolutely, Dilly. So next time, so don't, yeah. We should take our break now, but basically I've given you 2 pieces. I won't be making you learn what's written on those sheets for the collaboration. They are just the two of the tunes that we will be using snippets of. So just like when you've done them before, you're going to get sections of stuff that you can do, because I know it stressed everyone out when I got you to do 3 goes through of the Christmas tune last year. Everyone seemed very stressed about it. So I'm trying to make it easier on you, okay? So what I would say is that you will get the full versions, well, not the full versions, the snippet music next time. But both of these tunes are rather fun, so of course you're welcome to use them as they are as well. Well, I say they're rather fun. One of them's mine, and maybe it's not fun, but Ilene, it fascinates me. I YouTubed Ilene to have a look at the tempos people were using, and the first version of it I had, and then literally, I kid you not, the second one went. Literally that dramatic, the contrast. There was one with like this like tiny little girl singing, and the next one was a big choir with a backdrop. So I will choose a speed in between, but you can play that at a speed that suits you. Let's take our break. Let's have a 5-minute breather, and then we'll come back and I'm going to show you this swing time bass, and then we'll put everything together for the end. Hopefully you're going to enjoy when we get all of this going again. So let's be into breakout rooms. And remember, if you're under 18, I suggest you stay in here with me, I will put you into small groups. If you don't want to go in group chat, you want 5 minutes off, that's fine. Turn off your camera and go and have a break. If you've got any questions you would like to specifically ask me, now's a good time as well. So let's do this. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. Just making sure they're not too big. There we are. Let's go for it. Right, have a nice break time, everybody. See you in 5. Okay, you should have your invitations now, guys. Oh, Rebecca, bless you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Yes, I was gonna. I will ask shortly if anyone. Hopefully, people will like this. Helen says not able to play anything, but reading music is okay. We'll take music to my big harp and see how I get on. So Helen, you can play this dum 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 throughout the piece. Okay, this is. But I know you can do more than that in reality. But we're going to practice this. This is something we're going to work on together. I will make a little video that you can all use to work with, like I've done before. So there's going to be time to practice this. You're going to have, from the time I give you the music to the time it has to be submitted, it will be 5 weeks, I think. So there's no excuses. Particularly when you can just submit. Well, not just, but you can submit. You could literally teach your friend who's never played the harp to join in with us, couldn't you? Okay. I'm now talking to nobody, but that's fine. Okay. Hello. Right. On Facebook, I'm now stopping doing anything, but I will pause the recording on Zoom, and on Facebook you're just going to get random shots of me. I don't know what I'm going to do, doing something. So let's pause the recording. Okay, so we are going back into our session, those of you watching the replay, and Debbie's just said to me, trying to like get me to say exactly what's going to happen next. So after today, in a minute, we're going to do that little bass line that I showed you. But following on from this, before our next session, I will send out the sheet music the way it's going to be, so the snippets. And the idea is that there's going to be different paths in. So, you know, if you're a fledgling, if you're a complete fledgling, or you're literally getting your partner to join in by doing the drone, and you're like, come and join our Christmas collaboration, they're welcome. You know, you can just literally play the drone and join us. And then there will be, you know, something for you know, fledglings that want to do a bit more, and there'll be a middle one and a more advanced, you know, so that you can choose your track. Last year, everyone got very stressed, I think, because I got you to do the full tunes, and I got you to do like 3 runs of it, and loads of people saying to me, oh, I wanted to do all 3, and so and I was really hoping like lots of you would just do 1, and then anybody who felt more comfortable could do more. But I'm going to try and set it up so that you all don't feel that pressure if I can. I'm going to try and help you, okay, so you don't feel so pressured. So please remember that, you know, I will give you something easy, and then yeah, you'll have the music with the snippets on, and it's me explaining what you can submit and what you can choose, and we'll put it all together in our next session. So you can, you know, we'll work on them all and put it, so you can hear the jigsaw idea again. And then you will have the deadline of the 5th of December, at midnight your time zone, to send in your recordings. As I say, you'll have a play along track like you've had before. The explanations will appear in Rizuku like they have before. And then I'm not 100% sure, without going back and checking my discussions with Chris, because Chris is going to put it together again for us with me. I think I said the 21st of December. Let me just double check. Yes, 21st, because that's a Tuesday. Yes, so it's the last Tuesday before Christmas, so that you can have it. We can do a little, you know, mini launch online, and then you can have it to send to your friends and family. It was great last year too, but thank you for trying to keep us all happy, Debbie. Oh well, I'm glad you liked it last year. I had a lot of people saying to me how stressed it had made them last year, and I felt awful, because this is meant to be fun. So I'm going to try and make it, fingers crossed, more fun. Okay, brilliant. So let's crack on, ladies. Debbie, did that answer your question all right, by the way? Sorry, let me just check in with Debbie. Yeah, amazing, fabulous. Okay, so I would like to show you how we can use, actually let me just put it through the looper. So I've now put a bass line through, and as I said, I'm thinking of this being for the outro, so because you can then kind of do. No, I missed it, sorry. Or maybe so Joy to the World and all the other things that I've shown you tonight can fit with that. Maybe Ilene, doesn't it? Yeah, you could do Ilene. So can you hear how I can make this into kind of teasy, cheeky outro at the end? So I want to shoot this bass line. So those of you doing Hip Hop Toolkit might recognise this bass line. It's one that Deborah teaches, I think, in that. It's the 1 6. Hang on, am I going to get the right one? Yes, 6 2 5. I'm having a complete brain block there. It's because I was going to do this in C major, and then I've done it in E flat. Right, E flat, C, then F, then B flat. Okay, so here's the tricky thing. So I just want to teach you the single notes first. We're going to go E to C to F to B. Maybe to start with, you can just take this with finger 2 or thumb. You know, depending on, I'm doing it with my thumb because I'm on the electric harp. I'm having to damp, but you can do it with finger 2. Just find yourself an E flat, then find the red below it, the C, then find the black above it, the F, then find the B flat below the red one down there. So you're going from the tonic down to the 6th note of the scale. Then you're coming 1 above the tonic, which happens to be the black or blue string, and then you're going 1 below the red. counting wise though, I've moved this into swing time, which is why it sounds so different, isn't it? So we've got this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and that's the one that's going to catch us, okay? When I get my recordings from you guys, when I get your recordings, I want to hear 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we got to make sure that one is really fast, okay? So let's just do E and C and F and then nothing for a moment. E and C and F and then nothing, okay? Just join in with me. You can do octaves if you like. F, then, sorry, I said the wrong note one more time. And da da, E flat, then C, and then F, nothing, da da da, E flat, and C, and then F, and then nothing, ba dee da, ba dee da, dee da, dee ba da da. Okay, so now we want to add in that B flat. Let's think what's happening rhythmically. We've got this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. It's landing on the and of 2 and it's a swung and. Okay, so it's late, isn't it? Yeah, it's not late, it's swung, but it's in effect, if you're used to straight eights, it's late. So let's just hear that one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, guys, we're going to count this, I'm sorry. I'd like you all to count. Let's all look at each other and smile so we can feel radiant and happy to see one another. Lovely to see you. Okay, we are going to make sure with our mouths we're making this clear. We're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Make it really obvious, like you're leading this session, okay? Look how obvious I'm making it. I don't talk like this normally, okay? So we're going to all go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in swing time, out loud to ourselves. Sorry if it means that somebody in your house thinks you're a bit crazy or your neighbours think you're crazy. We're going to do it anyway. Here we go. Are you ready? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and where do you breathe and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and marvellous. Okay, I loved how I could see loads of your mouths going. When I used to have the teenager harp ensemble in person, I used to be like, right, well, if you don't do it now, you're going to do it on your own. And they used to be like, okay. Right, so, but I can't do that with you guys because I can't hear you, but I'm going to trust you. Okay, so now I'd like you to think about where we were putting the counts, where we were putting the notes, sorry, we were going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so I want you to clap them this time. It's on the 1, it's on the 3, it's on the 1, it's on the and a 2. It's early, okay? So try it and please embrace this. If you're watching the replay and you know I can't see you, please try this verbalizing and clapping, particularly if you feel that you like you don't need to or you don't like counting. You really need to, okay? I promise, okay? The more you think you don't need to, in my experience, it's the more we need to. So let's do it. We can do this, okay? Ready? I'll count you in and then you can join in. 1 and 2 and 3 and let's go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and we'll do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and. Can you feel that last one? It kind of catches you, doesn't it? Okay. It's fun. It's what gives it the edge. Okay. So let's now go back to the harps. I'd love you to carry on counting, but I appreciate now you're thinking about your posture and your hand position and your technique and everything, so it's a bit of overwhelm. So do what you can, if you can, or if not, even just tap your foot, tap the whole counts with your foot. So we're going to go back to going E, and then C, and then F, and then B flat. Yeah? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Join in with me when you're ready. If it's too fast, I can do it slower. I'll do it slightly slower, shall I? Yeah, I will. Okay, so here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, E flat. First E flat, then the C. Now it's the F, and then B flat. Da dee da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we'll just do a couple of these and we'll do something simpler. Dum be da dum. Ba dee da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, brilliant. Now, some of you may have found that hard. If you did, let's take it just to an E for a moment. We're just going to go E, 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 E. Yeah, so can you hear I'm doing the same rhythm, but I'm doing it on one note, just so you can get used to it. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. One more time. 1, 2 and 3. I'm just in your message, Rebecca. And 4 and 1. Brilliant. Okay, so now let's go back to the full version. E flat. Then this. So E flat, your tonic, you're in E flat. Then you're going to the red string. Use the strings. Literally say red string, black string. So you're doing the E flat, the tonic, and you're going to the red string. Excuse me. Then you're going to the F, and then you're going one below the red. And the one below the red, the B flat, is the one that has to come early on the and of 2. Let's try it all together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Ba-dee-da 1, 2. We'll just do 2 more. Dee-ba-da-ba. Be-da-da 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and that's it. Okay, brilliant. Now, those of you who've done pop with pizzazz, or you want to do a little bit more, if you just go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, what happens? Can you hear the mush? Dum, 1 and 2. Can you hear it's very blah, 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 okay? That's not a proper technical term, is it? But there's lots of extra overtones going on. So if we use an etouffee thumb, so use your hand in the flat position. Remember patting the dog idea, isn't it? Okay, with the flat hand. Then you can clean up your sound as you go. It's hardest on the F because you play the C, the E flat. When you go down to the C, you can, for those of you who are ready for this, now lots of you won't be, don't worry, but those of you who are ready for this, if you go for the E flat going down to the C to make this work, you need to tilt your hand down enough so that your thumb catches and damps the E flat, yeah? So you clean up that E flat, and then you're going to come up to the F, and the F is easy because you're damping. You can damp the C when you play the F with the flat hand, but then you've got to damp the F before the B flat, which means you have to cut it short. Really, you have to go 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So I went 1 and damp down, da da da. Or you could slap the whole lot, so you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So you could do the slap in between on the and on the second beat. If any of that was gobbledygook, just ignore it, or you can pin me down on it and ask me if you want to. But some of you have worked on this with me before, and so you'll know what I'm going on about. And if you actually damp the F, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, if you make that short, it has quite a lot of character. Right, okay, let's add a few more notes in if you need. Oh, you're talking about eggnog here. Okay, brilliant, right. Come on, ladies, right, okay. I think I'll keep it on the same chord, it'll make it easier. Okay, so in the right, for those of you who want more, some of you will be quite happy working on your damping, okay? And on the recording, that's literally all you need to submit. But if you want to do more, I'm going to keep this as simple as I think I can. So, okay. So in the right hand, could you put on G, B flat, E flat? Okay, if you're going to try this. G, B flat, E flat. Okay, we're going to go 1 and 2 and... Okay, so I'm laughing because sometimes I think something's... Anyway, let's do this. So we're going G, B flat, E flat, okay? We're going to, in a moment, we'll play the E in the left, but we'll forget that for a moment. We're then going to play 3 on its own. Okay, so just practice holding G, B flat, E. I'm just, by the way, straddling middle C with this, okay? So my 3 and 2 are below middle C and my thumb is above. We're just going to do the single G. So just practice doing that on your own for a few minutes, okay? Just practice playing the G, but not letting go of the other fingers, okay? Because now I want you to practice going, that's not the way I want it to sound. That's the way I want it to sound. Now I want you to practice doing the G on its own, then playing the top 2, but whilst replacing the G back on. Can you see me big enough? I hope this is okay. Am I big? I don't know whether I'm big. Hopefully I am. Okay, I am. Okay. I've just developed a buzz on the... Oh, that's that one. Okay, it's gone now. Right, okay, crackle I should have said, sorry. So, da-dee-dum. Okay, I'm doing 3, putting it back on as I play the top 2, and then I'm putting the top 2 back on when I play the G again. And we're going to be going ba-dee-dum, ba-dee-dum, ba-dee-dum. Okay, I know that's quite challenging. For those of you who aren't ready for that, ba-dee-dum, you're going to be going dum, 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 ba-dee-da, dum, ba-dee-da. And if you want to look busy, you could be going dum, ba-dee-da, dum, ba-dee-da, dum, ba-da, dum. Can you? Okay, so you can do that. Okay, so hopefully no one's feeling left behind. So let's try doing, if you want to do it without the damping, by the way, it will be okay to do. It'll be okay, but there's quite a difference with the sound. Can you hear it? Sounds quite different. So just work on what's comfortable for you. If there's a mixture of us doing, some of us stamping and some of us not, it won't matter. What it will do is it will add, there'll be a bitey edge to the sustain, which will sound cool. So it sound nice, you know, sound good. So I'm happy with whatever you do. Okay, so just one more time to hopefully make this a bit clearer. You're going to do the E. You can do an octave or a single note in the left. Then you're going to go G. Then you're going to play the B flat and E flat together, and then the G. So you're filling 1 and 2 and with that. 1 and 2 and. Yeah? Should we just do that a few times? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and just, sorry, pausing. If you are a novice, just play the E in the bass. Okay? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and when we'll wait and 1 and 2 and we'll wait and 1 and 2 and 1 last time and 1 and 2 and. Okay, if you're doing it without the damping, it'll sound quite different, but rhythmically, hopefully you're still getting that swing rhythm. Okay, everyone with me on that? That's going to give it a go tonight? Yeah, and if you're not giving it a go, you're doing the bass line and working on your damping, yeah? Okay, I hope that's what's going on. I hope no one's feeling sad. Okay, right, I'm going to keep it easy, and we're going to move as easy as I can, sorry. We're going to move the left, but keep the right in the same place. So we're going to go E flat, then C. So I did exactly the same twice in my right. Sorry. Yeah, got that idea? I didn't swing it that time. 1, ba-dee, da, ba-dee, da. So I just moved the bass line down to the E, down to the C, then we'll go F in a minute, then we'll go B flat on that early one. Dum, ba-dee, da, ba-dee, da. I'm doing it without the damping this time, so let's give it a go, nice and steady. So we'll go 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's take a break and I'll count right back in. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and again, please. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and brilliant. Okay. I'm just going to come back onto screen view properly so I can gallery view, sorry, so I can see everyone. How is that? Is that still making sense? Is anybody completely lost and feeling forlorn? Somebody's completely lost. Okay, don't worry. Okay, one last time.
Shelley, when you're with the right hand, when you're counting, is it 1 and 2 and?
No, the left is doing the 1 and then and 2 and.
And 2 and.
1 and 2 and 1 and so it's left, right, 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 left, right, right, right. Yeah. Let's do it one more time.
Left, right, right, left,
left, right, right, right. You know how I love to write L and H on things? This would be a great time to do that, wouldn't it? So you can write L, R, R, R when you've got it written out. I know you haven't tonight. I actually am testing the water slightly because in a minute I'm going to ask you how you found this, and if you hate it, we won't do it. Okay, so let's give this a go. I'm just going to make sure everyone's muted again. Let's give it one more time. That bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Okay, so that's the first bit. Oh, Linda likes it. Good, yay! I have Linda likes it. That's 2 of us. Good. Okay. Right. Okay. Now let's keep it as simple as we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the right hand up just by 1 note. So you were on G, B flat, E flat. Move your right hand up by 1 note each finger. So you're now going to be on A flat, C, and F. Okay, so you've gone from there. Now you're going to go, yeah. So we're just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and is that right? 1, yeah, 1 and 2 and yes, it is okay. Right, so we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. So your same notes, same shape. Sorry. So you're on A flat, C, and F. You're going to go 1 and 2, and then you're going to go and because we're going to be that early. 1 and 2 and. That's when you move to the B flat on the left. If you're doing this, if you're doing the single notes, you're going to be going F and then B flat on you. So 1 and 2 and 3. So splitting this out, one to make it a bit clearer, I'm doing the single note A, and then I'm doing the C and the F, and then I'm grabbing them. Okay, so ba-dee-dum, ba-dee-dum, yeah, ba-dee-dum. Got it? Ish? Yeah, again, don't worry if it's not quite there, because if you like this, I'm going to put it in the collaboration, and if you don't, I won't. Dum, ba-dee-dum. Oh, I'm about to start running over. How did that happen? Okay, right, okay. Ba-dee-dum. Okay, putting it all together then. So let's get the bass line on its own going. Let's just get that single note. Dum, ba-dee, ba-dee, da-dee, ba-da-dum. Ba-dee-da, 1 and 2 and 3. Can you all join in with me for this? Yep. And 4, just E flat and then C and then the F and then B flat. Da dee da. Keep that going, and if you are a novice, don't try and do any more. But if you want to, you can now have a go at the and 4 and 4 and E flat, C flat, F, B flat. Da dee da, ba dee da. I'm going to put that into my looper. 4 and 2 and 3. Oh, I messed up when I put my looper because my looper wasn't cleared, and I tried to be really clever and I completely didn't manage it. Right, let's do this one more time. I'm going to put this in my looper now. You can just be doing the single bit if you want, or you can do all notes. I really don't mind, but I do need to have everyone muted. Da dee da dum, ba da da, ba dee da, ba dee da, ba dee da. Ba dee da da, ba dee da, ba dee da dee ba da da, ba dee da. Okay, so now I've got that going. Keep going with this, please. Keep going with this bass line. Ba dee da, ba dee da, ba dee da, da da da. Might try the scale. Do you want to try the scale if you want to? If you want to change, you can try that. You can do it on the G. B, maybe on the B. Embracing the clash. Ba-dee-da-da. Or the top E. Keep going. Any of those parts you like. Right, just trying to find one last thing. Dee-da-da. Ba-dee-da. Tonight, just keep going with your playing if you're happy to. I'd love to thank Alice, Amber, Barbara, Beatrice, Betsy, Carol, Catherine, Dawn, Debbie, Diane, Dillis, Dimitri, Ethna, Ellie, Felicity, Fiona, Jill, Glenda, Heather, Helen, iPad, which probably is Melissa, Iris, Jacomian, Jane, Janet, Jean, Jenny, Jessica, Jill, June, Kate, Kath, Kimberly, Laurie, Linda, Lisa, Lorraine, Marianne, Melissa, Mike, Rosie, Pamela, Pat, Patty, Rebecca, Sally, Sandy, Sharon, Sue, Susan, Sue, and Valentina. I think we should finish off with a kerfuffle, don't you? Shall we go? Ba-dee-da, da-dee. Actually, I'm just going to do a little bit of improvising because I cannot resist. Da-da-da-da, ba-dee-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you for coming, everyone. You're fabulous. Ba-dee-ba-dee. Let's go kerfuffle. We're going to go kerfuffle. what happened to my hair? Thank you very much, everyone. Bravo. Should we have a round of applause? Let's do an unmuted round of applause. Bravo, everyone. Bravo.
Right.
There we go. I shall stop recording here. There we